Hi, my name is James from Bridge Coffee Roasters. Today, we're at the University of Warwick, a leading higher education institution that have a real focus on their staff and student experience. Last year, we started working with Warwick to really drive the coffee quality and consistency across their coffee sites across campus. 12 months on, let's see what their feedback is.
So I'm Ben, I'm Head of Food and Beverage Product at the University of Warwick. A year ago we launched Bridge Coffee on campus. We moved away from a high street brand, so we're here today to talk about how that's gone.
This is much nicer, much smoother, tastes much better.
I could keep drinking this all day, I think.
It's really great to be able to get hold of something more ethical in the workplace.
Great way to cure a Thursday hangover.
It's lovely to have a cafe right on your doorstep.
This is really lovely, I really enjoy it.
It's a very nice coffee to taste as well as being ethical, so yeah.
Yeah, it is really good coffee.
So with University of Warwick being one of the top UK universities and in the top 100 in the world, it's really important for us to get the food and beverage offer right. We've got 28,000 students here, it's about 7,000 staff. We run 10 cafes on campus, so it's kind of really key that we get our coffee offer right for all those people. The reason that we looked to change our coffee was very much based on customer feedback. It was very kind of loud and clear that we needed something more in line with what we try and do as a university in terms of sustainability and our ethos as Warwick Food Group as well. We wanted something that had a better story to it in terms of coffee and an improvement in quality and consistency. We wanted sustainability to be a big part of that. That was really key right from the start, including the certification levels that we wanted from the coffee. We then went out to market, people submitted tender, we reviewed the documents based on that sustainability approach, and then we did lots of tastings with the suppliers. So we had them all come to campus, understand what we were trying to do, lots of presentations, tastings of various different blends, talking to us about how we could work together. So the reason we chose the coffee that we ended up with was a kind of balance of things, actually, to be honest. It was around the coffee itself, the quality of the actual taste of the cup was really good, and what we were looking for. Sustainability, the triple certified nature of the coffee. It was the only coffee that we tried that had triple certification throughout the tender process. Yeah, the whole tasting panel, it came out as one of the top coffees that we tried through that whole process and met all of the kind of sustainability goals that we were after. So I think what we saw in Bridge that made a difference really was the way that it felt like it would be a really collaborative approach working together. It was more than just about a good quality coffee. It was the whole package kind of with Bridge that it felt very collaborative right from the start. We talked about seasonal drinks really early on. The support was there from Bridge to do those things as well. The servicing and machine package and there was no pressure for us to immediately change all our machines, but we knew that when we did want to do that, the kind of kit was there that we wanted to put in to improve the quality and the consistency of the coffee that we were serving. So initially we were a little bit nervous about moving away from such a big brand to a small specialty roaster. It was a bit of a concern that we could see a drop in sales because of just that kind of whole big brand power. But actually the way that we did it in terms of doing roadshows, so getting people to try the coffee and see how good it was, getting our staff as well actually involved in things like tastings and menu launches and stuff like that, really helped to get that buy-in. And the feedback was great from the word go that the quality was so much better than what we had before. People were getting what they wanted in terms of the certification, particularly the students who were really keen on us improving the sustainability of the coffee. Yeah, we got amazing feedback right from the word go, and we've seen good coffee sales since changing. So working with Bridge enabled us to launch our own coffee shop brand that's very much geared towards being a high street coffee chain, essentially. So that's what we really wanted to do. Rather than be a university coffee shop, we wanted to compete with the likes of the high street coffee brands. So it's enabled for us to launch our own coffee shop brand called Coffee Lab with a really good quality coffee, fully supported by Bridge in terms of launching that as a brand. It's all about targeting the students really, so giving them things that are on trend or upcoming trends and trying to be a little bit ahead of where we had been in the past, which was very much following kind of the trends, I guess, that we were given from the high street brand that we were with. We wanted to flip that on its head and be a bit of a leader in terms of what we were doing on campus with coffee and the whole coffee shop offer. The equipment that's been put in place in some of our new outlets and where we have been able to change equipment, it's made a huge difference in terms of efficiency, but the key thing being that it's made a huge difference in terms of consistency of the quality of the cup of coffee that we're serving. One of the big issues that we had was around consistency. So you would go to one of our cafes, get a cup of coffee, go to another one, it'd be completely different. There was a little bit about training in that, but also it was the equipment. We had no consistent equipment across our cafes. So what we wanted to do was kind of get a really good balance of really good cup of coffee and efficiency for staff and ease of use. So kind of someone could go in and really very quickly pick up how to use that equipment, particularly in IBRB, where we've got a traditional machine with a milk machine alongside it. And that works beautifully because we get a really consistent coffee, but we still get the theatre and the kind of skill of making a cup of coffee as well. So kind of from a customer point of view, it's absolutely perfect. We've hit the nail on the head, really. So in terms of the extra support and training, it's been really good actually, and we've had really good feedback from our teams in the cafes. A lot of them know James, who's our account manager. They know his face, they know him. You know, he comes in often, which is really great to build that relationship because then they feel like if there is a problem, they can go straight to him. We've had really good feedback from our teams on the training that we've had. You know, we've got quite a mixed skill base in our baristas. We've got some that have been making coffee for years and some very new, and even the ones that have been making coffee for years have said they found it really useful to have that training session with Bridge. So yeah, it's been really great. I think it's gone really, really well as you know, it could have gone actually, and possibly better than we imagined. You know, like I said, we were worried that you know, sales could dip moving away from a high street brand. We were willing to take that risk to get an improved kind of coffee offer, but actually we've not seen that at all, and coffee sales are really strong. We're getting amazing feedback from our customers. We're getting people coming back for a second cup. Everything that we wanted to get out of the tender has happened, basically. It's something to be proud of, whereas before we weren't really very proud of our coffee offer. I think even, you know, right from myself, Matt, to the baristas serving on the counter, everyone feels a little bit prouder of what we're doing now and that we're serving a really good coffee that is better for, you know, sustainability point of view. I mean, I get a better cup of coffee.